rely on, not finish the rely on thought. Rely on teacher, there are two types of, right? The rely on thought and rely on practice. So, in relying on thought, there are two things. It's cultivate and yeah, remember, which is training faith, the root. This is a refuge. Train faith of root. Then today's topic is the next one. 3. Teacher's kindness and being respectful. So these two is to rely on thought, right? So relying thought, relying on practice, how relying on teacher. What does it mean, right? Here, my teacher, something like that, right? Okay. So, let me find that one.
Oh, you stopped at page 82 in the middle of the paragraph.
Right?
Yeah, we were up to where it says when you rely on the guru.
Oh, no.
It's just
Okay.
a little bit of it, reflecting your guru's good qualities.
Okay.
Right.
So then, I want to just outline the thing. Okay, rely on a teacher. Here, first one is how to lead student with the actual instructions. How to rely on the teacher, the root of that. And then it's talking about the, before it talks how to rely on teacher, and we explain who's relying to whom, right? That's the second part. Somewhat elaborate explanation for developing knowledge. The defining characteristic of the teacher to be relied upon. Before you are a teacher, you need to know that. So, and then the defining characteristic of the student who rely upon the teacher. So the teacher is perfect, student is kind of not perfect, again, it's missing. And student is perfect, teacher is not perfect, and then it's not, cannot rely on each other. So need to be, have some kind of physical characteristic to teach. And then we talk like a 5 characteristics, right? Read, and then the best things, and then more things. Of teacher. The best teacher, we need a 10 characteristic, and then the medium, it's going to have a 5 characteristic. At least teacher needs a this and that. Right? Then the defining characteristic of the student, just like it talks here, need to be intelligence, like there are some kind of best student, medium, and then small student. The best student here, the characteristics that we talk, and then at least we need a strong faith to put. That's the More characteristic of student, right? And how the student rely upon the teacher. Now studying how to rely. The main topic is rely on the teacher. But before rely on the teacher, we need to know who's teacher. We need to know what I should have a quality on a teacher, and then how to find which teacher I should rely on, right? We didn't know that. Therefore, here talks these two characteristic things. Now thought that how to students rely upon the teacher. They're divided two: how to know thought and how to rely in practice. Now our subject is how to rely in thought. The first one is generally indications of attitude needed to rely on a teacher. That's we. And will get the root. So we are on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then teaching a kind and being respectful. Okay. So training in the faith. This thought divide training in the faith, the root, and remember the teacher's kindness. In these two, the training in faith is important. Better say like it. Here two things, right? How to rely in thought and how to rely in practice. Within these two, how to rely in thought is important. Practice meditation on that. This is more important. Once you get it, then no problem other things. Therefore saying it's important. Right? How to learn thought and how to learn practice. It's important how to learn thought. And to rely on the thought, it has two things: training the faith, remember kindness. Within training the faith is very important. And if you have a faith, it's covered practice. Therefore, it's training in the faith that is important. Then always rely on first. You need to build this one, the faith. And another some are saying that some kind of lasting faith. And then the teacher's kindness is help you to increase it or continuous keep it in practice. These two, right? Okay. In general, now we go back on subject. Faith. Page 82.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which one is not
In the
there?
middle of the page, reflect on your guru's good Geshe, we've got a little fire alarm going. You're back. Talking amongst ourselves. I'm going to stop the recording.
It says here, those good qualities and do not look for them, right? You must guide among your gurus, beginning with those from whom have received one verse. Right? The second one is kind of the same. So also like many texts say that who is a teacher, right? When you see like a 4-line, one verse, like any kind of teaching, even in instruction, that's a teacher, it says. So, saying, before you engage, whatever your teacher is, you should investigate, right? And then investigate, you can attend the class, listen to their Dharma. That means even you hold Dharma, not that, right? What are the things? So I'm here, respect to dead people, even who received one verse. Whether teacher or not teacher, respect always. Right? Sometimes a person can become your enemy, even you have to respect. Right? It's not this is you as a teacher. Why is it like here? We about Dharma, right? We're not talking about math and science things. With Dharma. So Dharma is bringing you like a goal, like an unchangeable goal. Long that starting from teaching. Even verses talks about that compassion things and then how to achieve enlightenment. Very valuable. It's fine. If you think it talks a lot, if you think it talks a lot, therefore very it's very so it comes later. Buddha, in his lifetime, he survived his life for one more teaching. There was a history there, right? So, sacrificing life for one verse down. So, respect is not sacrificing, right? Respecting. Only that my mind is not listening. I don't like. That's the only obstacle, right? But you're everything's good. You're not dying, and everything's good, right? So, those are that much valuable when even one verse. Therefore, that when the Dharma was from any who teaching of 4-line, that we should respect always. Not just that have to be accepted, right? So respect always, because it's talked about very valuable. That's what I'm thinking. And then it is and therefore how we can investigate. Right? So, during investigating, you can look at the fault, no problem. The truth, fault is fault. But not that how you describe, right? Fault is that described by teaching. Okay, and then hearing, when we engage the teacher, do not fault. Because we engage the teacher, and if you keep looking their fault, then they are both are wasting time. The teacher both are wasting time. So it's saying, takes your time to see the fault. Once you better that's the set. Therefore, investigate. It's at the beginning you should investigate, means you see more fault or good quality. And then it's good. Your investigation is not that careful, just roughly, then it will be roughly. So therefore, it's not take that easy, right? So you need to investigate, take your time, and then see. And you want to engage that some teacher, then if you after that it's follow instruction and try to forward, right? Here, high on the thought, and training to have faith to teacher, and then it's first you view it that teacher is, the Buddha or some kind of, and then every day try to forward. Every day try to see their good qualities, right? And faith will be increasing. How faith increasing? That what call that relation. That mainly that not the only relationship, right? Mainly that that will be success. That's a
When you are a guru, your increases, your non-virtue decreases. Understand the very idea that your abbot is the teacher when he or she is greatly or slightly learned, is or not, or has ethical discipline or faulty discipline. Just a liking for and faith in the teacher, so too you should have liking for and faith in the abbot. Develop for your teachers and serve them. They will complete the collections that lead to enlightenment and eliminate the afflictions that you still have in dependence on this. Then you'll be pleasure and joy. With virtue, act in accord with the Guru's words, but do in accord with the Guru's words with respect to non-virtue.
So the is what we're seeing is human. Also, can be human, can be not, but it's a being. Right? As we are human beings, we follow Guru's instruction, but not like a um, like you engage meditation on compassion. Of course, so that's we have. As Guru say, okay, you have to meditation. You just sleep.
Just sleep.
Yeah, that we like it, but not following.
Right.
That's the saying here, the final line. With respect to virtue, act on accord with the Guru's word, but do act in accord with their Guru's word, with the non-virtues. Right? These are non-virtues. And then when the Guru say kill, without as well. But earlier, like Naropa and Tilopa is teacher and Tilopa is student, right? And then the thing, whatever Naropa said, sometimes go and the fish, the eating fish, the slap that he did everything. That's different from us. We cannot do that. Okay? So because the one reason from it, practice not strong enough. And that we cannot view that teacher as real Buddha. Right? Not really from inside. Even try to see that Buddha, not really from inside. Sometimes, oh yes, I do. I'm seeing my Guru is exactly Buddha. But if we stick at maybe practice difficult to judge it, but the logic sometimes we feel that I'm thinking it is Buddha. It's not Buddha, right? My teacher is. But the way you find instruction, where you listening gurus say, oh, I don't like to do this, I like to do this, not really following, right? If you think that my teacher is Buddha, you will complain. I like to do this, I don't like to do this. And so but teacher said that, but this I think it's not good for me. I think it's not good for me. It really believes the Buddha, right? It's not. So if you really strong believe to Buddha, so never complain like this. Or, but yeah, whoever feeling that I'm thinking it's Buddha, it's good. It's good. So we are really missing to try to see that kind of, we don't have that kind of quality or that kind of mind that really seeing Buddha from inside. Not there. Missing, therefore, we should follow every instruction. Only follow the virtuous instruction. Do not the non-virtuous instruction, because we don't have that quality to follow everything. Right? Right? Okay. Staying here, okay? And this next one.
All Christians of Householder Ugra Sutra says, O householder, Sattva strive diligently at receiving oral transmissions of teachings and doing recitations. Those from whom they have heard teachings, obtain oral transmission, or observe a verse of four lines that contains the teaching on generosity, discipline, patience, joy, perseverance, meditative stabilization, and wisdom. Of the collections of the Bodhisattva path. They should, because of these teachings, The Buddhists might serve and rate these masters without deceit. They might all forms of gifts, respect, and worship for eons equal in number to the words, sentences, and letters in the verses that they were taught. Still, O householder, they have not developed the respect for these masters that a master deserves. So in the case, need is there to mention improper expressions of respect.
So, yeah, as I said at the beginning, like a faith is really important practice in rely on teachers. So this is kind of like a key or fundamental or like a basics, right? So therefore, I'll just a little bit more emphasize that with summary of this teaching, right? So it's important to training on faith. As Enlightenment say how can training on faith is if you have to change your view. Right? Then second, not see the teacher's fault, right? And third, it's saying try to see the teacher's good quality, and then when teacher, try to see all teachers the same, right? There's mainly three here. Okay, change your view, training your faith, right? And after that, how can you change view? So the last choice will help you. Never try to see the teacher's fault. Just try to see the teacher's good quality. This will help you to change your view. Your view, and then your faith will be strong there to teacher, right? Now it is the view here. Change what view we should change. It's saying you should view teacher as it says in Lamrim as a Buddha, right? You should view teacher as a Buddha. And it's not really clear in Lamrim, but in the Fabung text, the liberation in what is it? Liberation and and the text, it's some reason you can teach a Buddha, right? So it says you have to. In the beginning, it says you have to view teacher as a Buddha, and then give reason why. Because the Buddha in the teaching, he said that in future I'm coming by the teacher's form. That's the reason he's giving. And another reason is saying the teacher is taking all Buddha's activities, right? Second reason. And then third reason is saying and if many Buddha and Bodhisattvas come to teach to us, and who is this? That's the like a kind of saying that one of that your teacher can be. Right? And then fourth one is saying what thing today to teach mistake, wrong or fault, whatever you say, it's not really rely on your thought, right? Because thought can be what's called your what called
Perception.
Your perception is wrong. Your perception can be wrong. Your perception is not always right. For example, like I don't know, but in master, sometimes teacher and student same room. Right? Then, say, example, teacher wants to sleep early, and then no, student wants to sleep earlier. The teacher is not finishing sadhana and doing light after 1 a.m. Then it's really annoying to that student. And then to try to seeing that teacher is not good, not thoughtful. Therefore, I want to see students to do sadhana. Therefore, not thoughtful. Try to say it. Now, his perception is right or wrong. His perception is more self-centered, right? First, here, teacher is not watching movie with open light, right? Doing sadhana. That our perception, many times our perception can be wrong, right? Sometimes we don't like teacher because reason say that teacher might not looking to me, not effort to me. Again, the teacher is not looking to me. I do. That's no reason. Kind of more reason. Change perception, right? I don't like, but not look at it. So, yeah. We have a lot of wrong perspective, but with the self-centered, with the ignorance. Therefore, teacher not necessary to be exactly same how you describe, how you perceive, right? Because perceive can be a mistake, many mistake. Because anytime I'm describing that more or don't like, right? I like, therefore good. I don't like, therefore bad. So this wrong paper. So if you then start sleeping, how come it's bad, right? So therefore, it's many times we can be it can be wrong, or it's a it's not always that fault with how you see, right? And if we go back that four reason to giving reason to say you have to view teacher as a Buddha. Again, reason here say Buddha himself us in future it comes. And second reason that saying teacher is all activities. You know what is meaning? You understand? Teacher is taking all Buddha's activities mean? Translating Tibetan here. In my mind, Tibetan, right? When I say English, it's translating here. I don't know if you understand or not.
He follows all the precepts.
What's that?
He like follows all the precepts and morality. What it means? I'm asking you if that's what it means when he takes Buddha's activities. Not necessarily.
Let Buddha's activities or Buddha's blessing. We are receiving directly from Buddha Shakyamuni, directly blessing from Buddha Shakyamuni, right? He's long time gone, right? So, but receiving the blessing from teacher today. So, that's blessing. So, say, Buddha wants that all sentient beings liberate from suffering, all sentient beings is nirvana. How? that teacher doing, right? The teacher teaching, and they engage in practice, then they achieve Nirvana. Buddha, but the Buddha not teaching us directly. That teacher kind of substitute, right? Substitute of Buddha. So doing and let them enlightenment or liberate from suffering or something like that. That's what I'm saying. Buddha's taking the teachers taking activities. And then the give example as that. I think a lot of help me. As I said, I'm not that qualified to see a teacher is Buddha, right? But second, the reason it's helping me that say the Buddha blessing us through by teacher. Buddha teach us through by teacher. In the second one, therefore, you should view teach as a Buddha because teaching us through by the teacher. The give example, the magnified. So the sun can burn the pepper directly. In fact, it comes middle of suns and pepper, and it can burn. Therefore, Buddha, we cannot see Buddha directly. It's so far. Therefore, it is bring you this all the Buddhas benefiting to you, right? And another giving example is oracle, right? I don't know, this here West is not family, friends, right? They're not familiar. So here, say, I'm like I say, if oracle, right? Right now, I'm an ordinary person. For example, I don't know how to read that Tibetan letter, right? And other consciousness come in my body. That I'm an oracle. Then I read it. So the teacher as a kind of oracle, or the Buddha coming at the teacher, through by the teacher. How can accept that, right? Which he said, I mentioned it last year. Went down in the throne and teaching, and doing like a lot of things. Then he said here, and the thing here is beautiful example, beautiful thing, like all this comes and manifested automatically in him. Thing that he thinks disciples the faith, their faith, that he is high level, he's valuable, and then listening by that kind of faith. And then from his side, he said, like, so many good things comes automatically. He thought like the Buddha bless. So that actually we can research, not specifically, but here we can research that, right? The second one, the reconciliation second, and that say Buddha bless to you through by teacher. Yeah, that. I want to say that's my experience actually. Um, how can I give an example?
Can I say something?
Well, wait.
I remember just not too long ago, I was teaching before last room, Geshe was teaching, and his voice, his whole demeanor changed at one point. And watching, and I felt like he was the Buddha at that moment. That's how I felt. And then Art said, I can't describe what Rinpoche just said. It was so profound. You know, remember that? Right.
Yeah.
Art was like, he was speechless because what Rinpoche just said was like coming from his heart. You know, you could see it and you could feel it, and that's how I felt it.
Yeah, I remember the art, but I do not say that Buddha, right? Art said that topic, that teaching is really comes from his inside, like I'm speechless. This he said, he say Buddha. But if you feel Buddha, then I cannot say that, right? So that's different with that. So here, like say, right here, okay. Community, I found an easy example, like a Dalai Lama, right? Here, when someone teach, everything will be available for you, right? And someone there who you don't know, right? Very young, and no monks. Then how you will see valuable? Not really. I'm trying, okay? Yeah. You have to imagine that I'm talking inside. So yeah, and last time I said like the professor and who don't prophesy the title. We will more follow that who has a title, more value their right? Focus their word. The other who don't have a professor for a title will not pay attention or that kind of value with a professor. This is only your view, isn't it? So he's saying here should we do that. But the main point and guys, don't dive who this is. Who into you, right? Close eyes. And every word, concentrate on every word. How is valuable? That's the main point. So we cannot do this. We always find some kind of title. We always following some kind of high level sense or makes us good feeling. And the lower level or who don't have a title, we are much paying attention. Saying you should view that. If you qualified. Right? Whatever this is, do not describe, just close the eyes and then it comes to your mind and eyes right off. Right? You can see it, and after you go back, you can again analyze and how much you found the People how was not found well. If your mind is really kind of like unbiased, that's okay, right? It is strongly biased. Of course, it's never happening some kind of good practice. Slightly biased, say, most of the time goes with the bias, right? Because we have attachment and anger, and we have another things like ignorance things. It goes. It not goes with the bias, and then listening their teaching and then engage in practice. If you don't have to view that person is the Buddha. Therefore, it's saying here, right? That's so you have to understand clear. And when you teach to other people, right? Following page by page. Therefore, that's the topic I have to say. And then I also believe that you are okay to say that to you. I say to you these things. But when you teach to others, where keep these things? Right? And then don't, you have to view a teacher as Buddha. What is that? Not at the opening for everyone. Right? So, who really seeks liberation, who wants to achieve enlightenment, you that, then slowly you can talk kind of that. This topic is that for that people who really wants that enlightenment. And the instruction then. Here, when we teach outside, like non-Buddhist, right? And I've cleared that enlightenment. And not seeking enlightenment, there's no point to talk these things. Point to talk these things. Okay? And yeah, here, even you want to make some kind of point, you say, never got the person, pay the person's vote. That's whether the real teacher is Buddha or not. You can say, describe who the person is. How much title, high ranking, low ranking. Don't describe that. Only for their vote, and then if you get benefit through vote, that's good for you. Right? You can say that to people. Okay, that's the thing. And the faith, there's a lot of history there. How faith in Tibet, the statue talks.
Statues that talk?
Yes, statue talks. And okay, these are the kind of beyond. But you can see today is they have one the leg, small leg there, right? And then people go there. We call it like a Baltelhamu. Baltelhamu is one kind of deity. Place. Her, okay, she. So people go there, people with good faith, people with a lot of virtue, they see their future.
water.
In the water.
Okay.
But you go there, I go there, not necessarily that we see same things. Use what connection to you. I'll see what connection to you. You know, big thing. What is big building? And then someone came to America, they see the big building. They thought, now this is the, telling me where. And when we are founding the Dalai Lama's reincarnation, and then meditate and try to see the letter Akama, right, in that oceans. I talk to the people, how are you seeing that? And everyone's not seeing, right? How are you seeing that? It's saying like the lake is kind of opening screen, like this opening, right? That, and the kind of pictures comes out. Do we have some kind of lake in here in the United States? Lake here.
It doesn't depend on the lake, it depends on you. To see it, to be able to see it.
So we don't, right? We don't have it.
Well, no.
That's it. Yeah. So we don't have it, it's clear. Faith, I think. And everyone not seeing, right? So for that we cast today. The Gradual talks, that's not really proving there, right? That not really can prove. But that we can prove. You can go there in Lhasa.
What is this called? Again?
The Lamu Lasso. Is in Lamu means Dhargey, one Paltan Lamu, right? Lasso means they're how can you say, like kind of like a lake. Allah, I don't know how to translate in English. So.
Were you there? Were you there?
I'm here. I've never been in Tibet. I wish I want to go there. But yeah, many people say that. But not say that. And the amazing thing is you have to be very quiet there. Quietly and then pray it, right? In noisy comes and like a raining or like a what called the drop. Doesn't matter like the what season it drops. A lot of shouting there. It is happening. So there's an amazing thing there. Yeah, but it's not National Geographic, right? What I would say. So it's a lot happening in Tibet. Mainly faith. The faith is important. That we again here saying the faith, not faith, reason. Should have a faith with reason. Here saying you should view Guru is as a because and then giving reason here. The fun it says himself talks in teaching. That's really me with things. But how can I say you are the Buddha, right? Because maybe there was someone there, Buddha, yes. Buddha, I don't know who is this. But you are the Buddha. It really works for me, but it means that I'm not saying that reason is spell, right? It's not for me. The same reason is a work for me, which the blessing coming through by the teacher, and then the teachers substituting and Yeah, that's some kind of, I think you, which I give you examples, the professor and not the professor, how you learn and how you view. That's the, I'm lying to the second reason. Second reason is, it works for me. But I can perceive my teachers put a not that, right? Okay. I'm all since beginning. I cannot perceive my guru is Buddha, but in a way it's kind of like a discouraging to you, right? It's dishonest, right? So it means from your side you have to develop, you follow Lamrim, and then as you it depends on your depend on faith, depend on your intelligence, depend on your like unbiased things. And that's it. So and then the what called my perceiver can be wrong. May also give me good reason. My own things. Perception, yeah, the perception is wrong because perceiving good and bad, good bad, I like or don't like. That's right. That is good for me. The first, second reason, and last reason is good for me. Try to see that teacher is some kind of valuable, not a Buddha, some kind of valuable. It's helped me, right? Uh, yeah, is that kind of summary things. And then also, the Toa or some Kadamba master saying, blessing from teacher is not depend on teacher, it's depend on yourself. There is blessing from teacher. It's really depend on yourself, not the depend on teacher. While you have a strong faith, if you do not, even you see our Lokatishaya, even you see Buddha directly, nothing. You miss a ring, then a hook not work, right? So there you have to be strong ring, and then you can pull it, right? So they're missing the ring, then nothing happens. Doesn't matter whatever you see. That receiving blessing or receiving improving your practice, all things really depend on you. You are in it. Nothing depends. Yeah. Nothing ordinary teaching, nothing depends on high level teaching, right? Teacher, I mean like teacher. So therefore, that is part of the importance to say you have to develop faith to teacher with the reason, try to something value to teach one time develop it, try to see their good quality always, right? Good quality, I see that good quality, I see that good quality, and then it's help you to your faith, how much in faith, that much benefit. There's a day, until we are not dying, we are in intelligence there, we can test, right?
That answered my question. My other one was, the blessing that the teacher gets from the Buddha. Does special qualities in order to actually get the blessing? I mean, should it ask for the Buddha's blessing before he starts?
What do you think? What do you think?
Yes.
Hmm? This talking here, investigated. Teacher good care quality.
Right.
After you everything, and then you ready for accept this is teacher,
Right.
and then talking here, then of course see that good quality because you are already ready for accepting teacher, isn't it? Okay, again, I'm starting to talk something. Stop, right? Stop. Okay, what's that? Yeah, right? She should have no quality.
I guess the reason I asked that is because before that we were talking about some just have bad qualities, and we should just perceive the good qualities.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking,
Yeah, but it has all these 10 qualities.
Yeah.
Then you see like a less bad. Then we have like 3 type of teacher, right? 3 level of teacher. See more teacher. So we oftenly might see that fault.
not just that the person will bless a person that has a lot of fault as he's teaching.
Yeah, this is not depend on teacher. Depend on student.
That depends on the student.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who receiving blessing through by that person is you.
Okay, that's the point that you made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it depend on you.
All right.
Okay? Okay. I hope that because of that teaching,
She had to pick up her daughter.
I see, okay. Earlier, not here. I'm Virginia. They do the teaching, but the part, I got the same part, the Guru devotion part, they're missing. And all they finish, they come back. They don't listen that part. Yes, that's someone there. They don't listen their part, right? So, I will give a reason, then you can think, right? Why do you listen to their part? When we stop that part of things, and it's kind of like always complimenting the teacher and then to the student. You are not good enough. So no one need to hear that, right? People don't hear that. Compliment themselves and then blaming to me. No, right? Don't hear that. There, what this teaching form is unpleasant word, untopic, right? Is this perceptions or wrong perception? Still we think wrong perception. Some may say what's wrong, right? Some might say what's wrong.
I think that's more a cultural thing, you know, like coming, if you're from the West, that you don't want somebody to themselves and what you should do for them and be devoted and all. I just think that's a cultural thing more than anything else.
Yeah, say where they don't want to hear that is culture. Working to them have to this is not culture. So we're saying you have to do profession. This is culture.
No, when, for instance, when I first came here, that would be odd to me.
Mhm.
It's not odd anymore,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
when I first came, it was like, that's odd.
Yeah,
You understand it, but I did not.
that's true. For one side is there. What that's what I'm saying, right? From two sides, it's not true. Because culture means not necessarily all has a meaningful things, right? Necessary to have to be meaningful. Here, meaningful because it brings to us ultimate truth, or like it brings to us like an ultimate result, which is nothing. That's really meaningful. And for it's totally meaningful with reason, with reason is not kind of imaginations. Reason is we can apply, we can see with our daily life. So either is not culture. It's necessary things. It is meaningful things. That's what I'm saying. Therefore, yeah.
I think that this is just a great piece of wisdom that we often base our perception of what's good and what's bad based on whether we like it or don't. And then that's kind of amazing. Right now, I never really think about that. It's like, oh, well, I don't like this, so that is bad. You know, it's silly, but I think it's good to know here.
Yeah. This for me, what I keep saying, even I'm saying it like we have like a party, not to say these things. What we hear, how we teaching here. I said, we are not teaching what you like it. Which is good for you. I don't have to say that party. This is not really things. This is party that say thanks to you all, right? But I see like some people and your husband or some other there people, let them understand. And then encourage people who want to come and continue to come here, right? So, and it means not that what is, you might like it, even you always don't like what talk here, right? Good, it is benefiting, but you also like it, right? That you don't like it, that we pushing you to do it. So that's different there, right? So, but in general, I said we only teaching here what is good for you. It can be like it, right? So, but here we're not teaching here what you like it, but we are never teaching which you like it, right? You know what it means?
Yeah.
Right? It's like a middle way there. It's a middle way there. There's which you like it or good things. Right? Something that you don't like it, also good things. You don't like it, it's bad things. Yeah. Okay.
Today's teaching is about. And once you accept the teacher, everything he's going to teach you. Right.
Whether you like it or not. Right.
Therefore, the point of that, I will never become a famous. I will never become a famous. Because I'm not teaching what you like. I will not make you happy always. Right? I will not become a famous. That, you know, I already know that. You don't want to be famous, right? So more honest. So if you,
Do we know anybody like that? Like you think, who is famous that is not telling us the truth? Do you think?
That's a big question for me. No, see, generally, right? Generally, how humans are, right? They always want to hear that pleasure word. What a pleasure word they want to hear it. Think that. They want, right? Isn't it? And the main thing, when we implement, they have the good quality, then we can compliment. But how good quality? How am I expecting complimenting? Is that or not? If you get, then some teacher there, you know. So always try to make them happy. So, okay. So now, okay, we finished one topic, which is like training the faith. Everyone have a question on that? Move to next topic.
I have a question, Shila.
Uh-huh.
You say that there were 4 reasons for how we should change our faith and the teacher of the Buddha.
First reason, it says Buddha himself Buddha taught that to us. He came figure to us as a teacher's form, and not one teaching or two teaching, right? Both Dharana and both Tantra and Sutta teaching with the that's the same that a teacher doing that Buddhas or receiving Buddha's blessing to by the teacher. Therefore, we teach it as a Buddha, right? And the third reason,
Is it not their person, but their words?
No, this part of second one.
You said something about the bodhisattvas have come.
Okay, in future, in this world, many Buddha and Bodhisattva comes in human form to teach us. Who we don't know. Point that can be you are the Buddha. Therefore, you as the teachers, you Buddha. That's the reason. Fourth.
You just said that for the first, though. Buddha was,
First reason, taught to us.
oh, he came into.
That's bring us play because Buddha taught. Right? That's different. The third reason is many times Bodhisattva real comes in human form to teach. Right? One teaching, one is person. Teaching, one is happening. That's and then the last one is you can be wrong, or our perception can fault. Wrong. There's one of that. That is not that ordinary how you see it.
Great. I think it was the third one that I was missing, so thank you.
Okay. So, does anyone have a question? Mm-hmm.
Faith that our teacher is the Buddha. We have strong faith. And having that strong faith is likely to receive because of that strong faith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the reason, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Can you hear me? So this is about Sigrid's question. That even a teacher with only very few good qualities, because the mind of the student has that faith, and you can receive the blessings of the Buddha through each teacher with the poor qualities. Can people with faith receive teacher blessings directly anyway because of their mind? You always have to have a teacher?
If you have what teachers, bad quality, good quality. If
Right.
you have a faith, you are the blessing. Because, blessing, receiving or not, depend on you, that's it, right? Not the teacher.
Right. So sometimes people can receive blessings as a Buddha, sometimes if a teacher is not present or not. If the teacher present, is there no other way to receive blessings as a Buddha if it's up to the mind of the student?
Like by a tree?
No. No, I mean, somebody in between. Does it ever just come direct between the Buddha and the person? Or it always have to have a teacher in between?
You're not right? Cannot.
don't know. I'm just trying to understand this, like why the mind, if it's up to mind of the practitioner, receiving the teaching, right? No matter how you're receiving it, can you receive the blessings of the Buddha reading a Dharma text? Mind, if it's up to the mind.
Yeah. The text. Yeah. Here. But see, do you feel that when you read book in your home and that receive teaching from Rinpoche, is same or still same?
Well, that in Rinpoche, in my
Teaching from teacher, right?
yeah,
Rather than just read book.
All the excellent qualities, but some teachers maybe have very few good qualities, and maybe the Dharma text. You were saying that it's up to the mind of the student, and that I was wondering if to receive it through a, not that one's better than the other.
It's a depend on the student's quality, student's faith, but based on the student's faith, how benefit just reading book or receiving teaching? I'm talking that.
Oh, that would be more benefit from the teacher directly.
Therefore, the point of that, I would say, not really receiving the blessing by just reading Dharma.
Not just reading Dharma. So there does need to be a teacher in between.
Yes. Before I just direct talk that, we just analyze, then you can see, right? It's big difference, just reading book and teaching. And then Buddha said, if you want to enlightenment, you must have to have teacher. Must teacher. It means not only talking book.
No, I mean instead of a teacher. I just wondered if that was possible too. That's all. Not instead.
Only the one teaching there can be teacher and teaching both, which is Vinaya teaching. Okay? Is both teacher and teaching. All teachings are Buddha not say it's teacher. So that means like not really receiving blessing, reading book.
Okay.
What's that?
What are you saying about Vinaya?
The Vinaya teaching is both teacher and teaching. That's the Buddha. Vinaya teaching, that scripture text.
Is Vinaya? Is that tantric?
Oh, the Vinaya is the teaching discipline.
Oh.
Yeah, discipline. That Buddha said. It's both teaching and teaching. Things are not said both teaching and teacher. So receiving like not receiving blessings but just reading book. Right? That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
People that don't have access to a teacher, or they have a teacher and then they move away and then have no teacher.
That's I think that doesn't matter. Happy teacher, right? One teacher, they will understand that much, right? And that is the result. There are no excuses. That place never found the teacher. Would they give me some kind of excuse to some engaged practice? That's not an excuse there, right? Because as we said, this is kind of like an imagination things. This is really practical, and then we have to find perfect cost. Then the perfect cost, if you couldn't get the perfect cost, then their role is not excuse. That's the thing, right? What?
You don't find perfect teacher.
It's, the kind of Lord asking if we go someplace they have never found the teacher. How? So even this is not excuse things, right? We have to find teacher.
Interesting, because I was thinking, I don't know when this just came up in my thought this morning, maybe even. To Florida, come January, I go to Florida 3 months, and I have 2 different schools there, but I've been so spoiled by Ruben and you. None of these teachers compare. They're not anywhere no close. But it's all that's fair, and there are good qualities for sure, but I have been spoiled,
Maybe it can be your like a say familiar. Yeah, you really long time connection, right?
Right.
So more trust. Trust us. Here again, that good example. The belief, trust is right, but it's not that they are not good quality, right? So we long time connections, yeah.
The thing that I realized, I always say, I'm intellectual, this is very hard for me, but appreciate the depth of teachings we get here, and I haven't met anywhere else. It's much superficial.
I don't know.
Not quite as deep, not into the meaning.
That's possible.
It's much more into the meaning. You keep saying word, but really you told me it's not just the word, it's the meaning. And that I don't find that so much in other centers that kind.
When we came here, like earlier who came west, they shared their experience. I didn't teach it that deep things. You not found the student. You have to learn things. People don't. You're not talking renunciation things. People don't like. They're good for me. They're actually giving me advice. I think center means you have to be big student, or it's like I have to be famous. Yes, the center wants to be famous and big student, and we can teach that more gross level then, with them understand, or then with them make them feel good. That's changing, Yes, there are many centers there. A lot of students. How come? You can research there, right? So, or they have a good technique. Even they deep technique how to talk, and then the possible. That's saying I'm missing that part from here. I'm not that much skillful to bring message exactly easy way, right? Because I'm like still zero about understanding your culture. This point. I keep saying here, right? They might have that kind of things, or they only talk like some gross things. We never know, but we research and then see what is that.
But I'm thinking, if you request a teaching from them, they might give you something that's a little more. I said, if you request a teaching from them, maybe they will give you a teaching that's more She said more very superficial.
Doesn't matter that, you know, teaching topics or could be the same topics we study here, exactly the same topics. But the approach is on a deep level.
Okay, fine. So now we're more judging. So actually, okay, just follow here. Whatever. That's usually I'm saying, right? You go read teachers. This is one you learn more. Who work better? Who practice better? The teacher is not enough to bring you all these things. You have different teachers. But as I always bring here and the final decisions, you know, discussion with me. They said, what is that? You know, decide from there and there as you are in here. But you can go, learn, read book, you can, doesn't matter. And here and talk to me. May the teacher perfect teach you, may not perfect, wrong decision, right? But also you have to investigate my answer. I mean, without, right? Then you have, again you have to think, right? So as I said, like a final be here and then discussion with me. I hear is right or wrong, right? And that is right or wrong. Follow one lineage then, right? You can be teaching, follow one lineage, more help you, taking refuge.
Simple question.
Okay.
When we were talking about habit, you know, to have respect, you know, for your habit, even if he's not very learned. But we don't really have an habit, do we? Is your habit our habit? We have an habit.
Title, just title.
The title.
Abbot, title.
We have an habit. No.
I don't know. So here, Sangha, Abbot in West, confused. Sangha, their chair or head. They call Abbot. And whoever here, they're calling them as Sangha. Function. I cannot answer you, oh, this is Abbot. No. The Abbot means who giving vows and also continuously instructing that like in their morality practice better based on their vows. The term Abbot studied in Buddha rule, right? And Sangha is the studying, not only that practicing, right? Sangha is more the Sangha to be achieved. You have to see emptiness directly. Layperson or monks and nuns. And that some monk nuns. Yeah. It can be that Sangha when we term, right? But the Ruga have the meaning of Sangha. So that's therefore we don't have to use here the Abbot. The Abbot. From Rinpoche, right? In one, and then myself can instruct it. What's term? doesn't matter. You don't have to be disappointed. We don't have an abbot in our center.
So I, refer to that one paragraph we read, which has habits.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Replace that
You can think teacher as abbot.
teacher, yeah.
Yeah. But we don't have an abbot in our center, but definitely there are discipline master there. Right? Can say clear that. Okay, so now I cannot move to next, almost 9. Okay, so I'm going to teach next. Right? Remember the teacher's kindness and being respect. I'll complete this all. Also, I'm going to complete how to line the practice. Or that comes not, but at least I will start that. Then read page 87, right? 83 to 87. Okay, when you did it again, right? Not as like a some kind of reading by or history, right? Not just that. If you keep remember what you learned earlier, it help you what you're reading today. It's really help you. So because when you're reading here today, for example, we go back here. Here, which is we start topic here. 82, right? Page 82. Like no guru, good quality, and do you look for their fault? When you read this line, do you previous things? What kind of things do you remember?
The qualities of the teacher?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not look for their faults. I'm remembering, which we talked. Do you remember what you remember?
I'm not going to quote or find the chapter.
Doesn't just can say like some kind of things what you remember.
No, I remember that this is a chapter, but we've heard it before, that we need to look and think about the good qualities, because if we focus on the bad qualities.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, no. So there are 5 things, 6 things there. There are 5 things, 6 there. Which is fault, no teacher. We talked. Doesn't mean teacher is acceptable, not acceptable. Now remember? It says, don't stop to listening, teaching. The teacher is not the attractive form. He is like a small size. Right? So you should remember these things when you read this line. You know? Do not look for the therefore. It's the same which you learn previous. And then you go back, again read it. It's more remind you. Not, do not look for therefore. I see. Okay, do not look for therefore. Not only that, right? It talks of more than this. Previous on that. Remember all these things. You go more deeper, right? And then it's you'd have that kind of question, right? So beginning with this form, who have received one rules. Not discriminate among your gurus. Begin this from whom have received one rules. And then investigate. Something like that? No, right? With this line. I understand, right? Because it's cultural. We have to move forward. Therefore, I have to remind you a lot, many times, and then you move forward. Then you have to move forward. How to read the book.
Like a few weeks ago, we discussed the whole.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not listening and going over it and over it again, you think, oh, well, that's great, but then you forget about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the cup has holes.
Exactly. And how come this continuous hold? The continuous hold. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that's one thing. First things, how much you pay attention in class really depend on that. How much attention? Sometimes you start on one topic. Here, what is this? You start on one topic and other things you not hear that. Right? It's kind of like sit down. So that's really, you have to pass up, can hold the, cover the hole, right? Even the hole you can cover it. Never up, and you cannot make it this the whole thing, right? So the hole is better than upside down.
Right.
So therefore, first you have to start up, pay attention, reason on that. You careful thing and listening, line, word by word. Yeah, that's really depends. Even here, at least hour, right? Class, at least hour is staying here.
On a good day, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So just an hour, right?
Yeah.
Staying here, and then the important here, line, right? The line. Your eyes should read that continuous look line and ear listening, saying here, right? And when you go home, the book, you have a book, right? You read again, you look it again, you will remember all these things here. I help you to remember. So, and then that's the one thing, how you keep in your mind the previous topics are. When you read it, always, line slowly with things, right? So should have a kind of this, I'm saying this, this is not enough, that's saying this. Saying this, how saying this? What is this question habit with you when you read the line by line? Why saying it? Right? Remember the previous topic, even more help you to more investigate. Oh, saying this, I'm saying different. Oh, different. I say it's different. Why is it? Even with go deeper, right? But when you read the line, everyone should have that question, why saying it? What is it? Okay? Okay. Yeah.
The other piece to all of this Islam room is that we're reading, so that take it in, thinking about it, trying to figure it out and everything. But the practice piece, right?
Practice next.
Next.
Clear, no things there. Listen clear, practice things is with understanding clear.
But it,
Not different than study.
clearly, the practice can help you understand.
Here, also Lamrim talks. Lamrim say the beginning, study things and practice things. Do you remember?
Well, that's
Very clearly.
you're reading some line or some 4 lines,
Mhm.
and then you stop and try to meditate on those 4 lines. That's what I mean.
Before you meditate, you understand clear. And when there, then meditate. The line is saying, this online is for practice. Every single line is for practice, instructed for practice. They are inside practice there, nothing, some kind behind there, right? Each line is telling us to practice. It's instructors. We understand how you engage. So therefore, when you read the first time, the first hear wisdom, we need it. Contemplating wisdom, need it second time before engage practice. Right? Therefore, when you read book, try to understand the meaning, right? And that understand meaning, it says there, I cannot blame all teacher, every teacher. I cannot see all teachers. Not that only the teachers, right? Weighing this important. Apply in more like a practical way, or more compare or match with our daily practice. Right? So, for the point, yes, really need to study well. This one practice. And you get it, missing. That's the same the young people when I give them like some kind of advice. I'm saying, don't worry about incomplete things. Incomplete, right? Mm-hmm. Don't worry about incomplete things. Right? When you start it, each complete it clear. Don't be, I have 10 things to do. Clear things. Maybe there 1 or 2 incomplete. Don't worry. Whatever you get it clear. You're exciting to there, have to finish 10. You're just running, and then nothing there. Complete point by point, one by one. Go very careful. At least something there. To date, look at something, right? No rush, no worry. To say, here, if you look at fully each line, it's each meaning, each piece, right? If I'm doing that, and we talk that all pieces put it together, this is practice. Right? No problem to practice. You don't need a teacher for doing this. It's because you understand clear. So okay, now I'm deciding to go retreat 10 years. There with you. All will be there. Fine, instructions are not clear. How can that 10-year meaningful? Some kind of goal. Because it's clear. You will start many different times. Therefore, at the beginning, I'm saying study careful. Therefore, I'm saying when you read the line, read line by line, each line, careful, think, right? kind of analyze why saying, right? And then what is the really background, and how it can relate it with the previous topic. Related with the previous topic. That's, you can think my tips, okay? That's the one thing. And beginning class, just read the outline and the topic, right? Same time, when you read the day topic, you might read it tomorrow like remember the teacher's kindness. You might read this. But before you start that, look at the outline. Topic is this. With this topic is related with the what? What is the main topic? You will see all. And you understand. Because I'm talking this. Because of the point, you outline before you read this slide. Every time. No. So, okay, so any questions? In general, what topic?
I'll unmute caller. Just in case you have a
I have
question.
a question.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, who is it? We can hear them stop talking.
Looks like Ali. Yeah. Mhm.
Perception sometimes, right?
Oh, I see. I hear you, but not now.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Okay. My question is about new students who are looking for a teacher,
Mhm.
and they have found a teacher, but they're new in the Dharma. And His Holiness has said very clearly that if your teacher gives you a direction and you're comfortable with it, you get the teaching, and you would say, decline very kindly. This is an issue with me with Rinpoche. This is not about me. This is about new students. So, His was saying you would say, no, I'm sorry, I'm going to decline, and be very respectful to the teacher, but decline if it doesn't accord with the teachings of the Buddha. But my question, Geshe, is students, it's like it's best for new students to really spend a long time before a teacher. And of course, the karma is very strong. And people choose teachers very, very quickly sometimes. They can get into problems because the teacher may not have the qualifications. So mine for you is about how long, what would you advise very, very new students who jump into asking somebody to be their teacher before checked enough? What do you say to them?
Happened to me. One came. He had to be a teacher. And I told her, before accepting me teacher, you can learn with me. Ask a question for me. I will instruct it. And very more. They will understand better. And also, so you have to see the teacher's quality, knowledge. Stopping to teach them, I just allow them come to class and allow them I'm willing to instruct to them for meditation and everything. But I'm not accept teacher yet. So come with me and study it, and then when you see it's more valuable, then I will agree being teacher with you. And then she said, okay, I should come more naturally. I don't know. And then after that, she did not come. She did not come. Yeah. So I have to come it more naturally. I told her, come to Tuesday class. Come to Tuesday class. Only that not agree each other. It's not student or student, right? But that means not that you cannot learn with me. I come to Tuesday class, learn with me. And then she said, oh, I want to come, I want to be more comfy naturally. Naturally. No. And then if that comes naturally, it's not reliable. Now, about another people who is coming on Sunday, asking me to be teacher, I will test again. I will say same thing. See how much they understand. That's so far I did it, and then new people, that really depend on motivation. As you think, one small reason not having teaching, then they decline everything. Before it, and then they will study it. That's the reason. That's the point. Good point, right? But the reality is, I think it's kind of like both, isn't it? I'm not really to them not come to class. I'm not teaching. Only they don't get that title, I'm their teacher. Then, I'm regret. If they are kind of missing that things, I'm willing to teach, I'm willing to incite meditation, everything. Only that no teacher, right? Not give me teacher title. And if they come back, I have no regret. I can quality. How come future feel it's future? Are you right? So I have no regret on that. And then see when people come. I'm really careful, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Question for you. Answer for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
This is what verse the Buddha got when he asked for one verse and then died before that. There's a way of knowing what the verse was.
It's in Enlightenment there, right?
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The actual verse that they...
Actual verse is there, yeah.
I look for it.
Actual verse is not different than what we're talking here.
One verse is like one sentence.
Just talk impermanent.
Oh, okay.
Permanent, the lines.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So, she begin to shim at all time, all power playing until some you don't remember this in my mind. I get into bed, but okay. To bring blessing of enlightened activities of Persian disciple and the textual inner realization teaching of the Buddha. We embody the 10 powers, visualize and logic and teaching to intelligent mind. Spiritual guide, revolve the path, I pray to you. By this miracles,